Okay, it is 6:30, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started and at least introduce myself while people are joining us. So if you could just make sure that you keep your microphone muted for the time being, and then there will be a time when you can ask questions and unmute yourself, okay? So my name is Courtney. I am the animal science 4-H educator in Madison County, if you know where that is. My office is in Morrisville. So I have been with Madison County 4-H for just over a year. And one of my favorite topics to talk about is dogs. I also have a background in equine. So feel free to keep introducing yourselves in the chat. And then if you have a dog, you can go ahead and put your dog's name and your dog's breed. So I have a quick presentation for all of you, and then we're going to have a guest speaker who is a dog trainer and also participates in several dog sports with her own dog. And then at the very end, we're going to play Dog Jeopardy. So you'll want to stick around for that. Jolene, can you also monitor the chat box for me? Is that okay?
I can do that.
Awesome, thank you.
Can we just have everybody put their names in so we can keep attendance too?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. And if you have any questions through the presentation, you can put them in the chat. We just won't address them until the question section. So that's fine if you don't want to forget your question. All right, so we are here tonight to talk about dogs. So raise your hand, use the raise your hand function, or you can just raise your hand physically if you have a dog. Let me see, I'll pull up the screen. All right, I see quite a few hands. Okay, so lots of you have dogs. Awesome. I also have a dog. Okay, so this is my dog. My dog's name is Cody. He is a 3-year-old American Pit Bull Terrier mix. He was adopted in the summer of 2019, so we've had him for just over a year. He is e-collar trained, which is a type of training tool you can use to help your dog with obedience, recall, and a bunch of other things. Right now, he's also a dog bandana model for a company called Three Wiggle Bums, which is a small business in Canada. And he is an aspiring agility competitor. Does anyone do agility with their dogs? You can raise your hand again. Anybody? Does anybody want to do agility with their dogs at some point? Maybe? No? We're going to talk a little bit more about that if you don't know what it is. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, guys.
So Catherine's going to be our guest speaker tonight once I get through our short presentation. Okay. So like I said, this is my dog, Cody. So Cody is a bully breed, and there are some stereotypes about bully breeds, but he is just a total goofball. He's got the funniest personality, and he also loves to snuggle, as you can see here. He's a very lazy dog. He loves to snuggle and sleep. So let's talk a little bit about proper dog care. Can anyone tell me something that's really, really important when it comes to taking care of your pet dog? It can be anything. Think about the basics. What do your dogs need?
Feed it. Take it for a walk.
Take it for a walk. Feed it.
That's
yes.
good.
What else?
Doggy food.
Doggy food. Yep, Linnea. Good job. Anybody else have anything? Let's take a look in the chat. Exercise.
You have to brush it.
Brush it. Yes, that's especially important in some breeds.
You have to brush its teeth too. Yeah.
Yes, brush their teeth, just like we brush our teeth. Good job. Okay, so here's some guidelines from the ASPCA. Feeding. Puppies 8 to 12 weeks old need 4 meals a day. Puppies 3 to 6 months old need 3 meals. And then 6 months to 1 year need 2 meals a day. And when your dog reaches his first birthday, 1 meal a day is usually enough. I know I personally feed my dog 2 meals a day just because it seems to keep him happy. but every dog is different. So for some dogs, including really large dogs like Great Danes or other dogs prone to bloat, which is a medical condition, it's better to feed 2 smaller meals every day. So some other things to consider, you'll want to research your dog food brands or get a recommendation from your vet. You'll want to consider a raw versus a kibble diet. Always consult a vet if you have any questions, and also be aware of typical food allergies within your dog's breed. Limit people food, and then you'll want to think about your budget as well. Grooming. So we had a couple of people say that grooming is important, right? Brushing their teeth, brushing their fur. So you should brush your dog weekly, especially dogs with long coats. I know my dog has a short coat, so we hardly brush him because he hates it because he has very, very short fur and thin skin. But when you brush your dog weekly, it allows you to check for any cuts they might have. It allows you to check for fleas and ticks. You'll also want to trim their nails frequently. I know a lot of dogs don't like getting their nails done, so if you're not comfortable with it, you should definitely take them to a groomer or a vet because they still need it done. You'll want to bathe a few times a year or as needed, and then you'll want to brush their teeth regularly because it helps prevent dental disease and gum disease. So keep in mind that some dogs are going to require professional dog grooming, especially if you show your dog or if you compete with your dog at all. Their coat is really important. And then one other tip, dogs with long coats usually have them for a reason, and they should not be shaved unless it's recommended by a vet. Exercise. Who said exercise? Someone in the chat said exercise. So that is very, very, very important for your dog, just like it's important for us. You want your dog to be happy and healthy, and exercise is a huge part of that. So exercise will vary by breed and dog. So for example, my dog Cody needs a lot of exercise because he's a bigger dog with a lot of energy. Some of you might have small dogs that you don't need to exercise as much, but they still need it at some point. So when you give your dog exercise, it helps avoid boredom, it helps avoid destructive behaviors, and it's needed for both their physical and mental health. So like I said, you'll want to consider their breed, age, and size. Training, believe it or not, is a form of exercise, and it's good for mental stimulation. And you can see that last bullet there says mental stimulation will tire your pup out just as much as physical exercise. So they are both really important. Some fun things you can do for exercise, just like we do. We play sports. There's also dog sports, which can be a fun option if you get tired of just walking your dog. Try something different. You can play games with them. You can buy dog puzzles where you hide treats and they have to find them. That's a really, really good source of mental stimulation. Housing. I think someone said housing too. So all dogs need a warm, dry place to rest, whether it's a dog house outside or just a comfy bed inside. If they do spend a lot of time outside, they should have a place to get out of the elements with lots of fresh water, especially up here in New York where it gets really cold in the winter. You want to make sure they have a dry, warm place to go. Licensing and ID. So you should always check with your county's dog licensing requirements because that will help keep them safe. And then you'll always want some form of ID on your dog. So that could be anything from a name tag to a microchip, and some dogs even get tattoos, usually in their ear, to help identify them. So I know for my dog, Cody, he wears a name tag on his collar at all times when he's not in house, and he is also microchipped, and that's something you can get done at the vet. Vet care. All dogs should see a vet at least once a year for a physical. How many of you go to the doctors once a year for a physical? Probably most of you.
Go to vets and doctors each year.
Yes, so you should. If you are young, you're probably going to be healthy, but it's still a good idea to get checked out once a year. And that same thing goes for your pets. So when you take your dog to the vet, you should make sure that they're up to date on their vaccinations because that's another thing that helps keep them healthy. Consider spaying or neutering unless you are keeping your dog for breeding, then that's different. You'll want to consider a heartworm preventative and also a flea and tick preventative. All of those things will help keep your dog healthy. And again, other things to consider: breed, age, size, and living environment. If your dog lives outside, you should definitely consider a heartworm and a flea and tick preventative, because those are things that they can get outside. What their purpose is. So if your dog either travels a lot or does a lot of sports, he might need some extra vet care, and that's okay. Will the dog be traveling out of the state or out of the country? Sometimes they need extra vaccinations and records for that. And then will the dog need additional vet care for breeding, dog sports, or old or young age? All right, so at this time, I'm going to go ahead and welcome our guest. Our guest tonight is Catherine Weber. She actually grew up with me in 4-H in Buffalo, New York. So we've known each other for quite a long time, and she was one of the people that came to mind when I was putting together this presentation, because she's really passionate about the work she does with dogs. So Catherine, I will go ahead and let you introduce yourself and take it away from there.
Well, thanks, Courtney. Can everyone hear me okay?
You're good.
Okay. So like Courtney said, we did Erie County 4-H together, the horse program, for probably close to 10 years, I would say. It felt like a really long time ago, actually. Animals have always been an interest to me since I was probably before I could walk. I loved my dog. About 3 years ago now, I took a job at a local dog daycare, and since then it kind of all came naturally to me. Training dogs, working with dogs. Now I teach classes. I have my own dog that I train. He's a German short-haired pointer, so he's a hunting dog. You can see him in the picture down there. He's very cute. He's 3. He's not neutered. I do plan on breeding him eventually. Let's see. We have done countless hours of training and training classes. I can't stress training your dog enough. It's so important for them, for you. It creates a bond like no other. He's actually laying next to me right now. He hasn't moved. Some of our accomplishments: we've done Canine Good Citizen, Trick Dog, which is super fun. You just do all these cool, crazy tricks with your dog. Agility, we've done agility. I know you were interested in that, Courtney. You should come and train with us. Rally, we've done. Basic obedience, we're training for Schutzhund now, which is crazy. Let's see. Along with teaching our classes, he comes with me to all my classes, and he helps us out and shows what should be done, and he's just a role model. So there's a little background on me. So a couple of things I just wanted to talk about. Why is dog training important? Well, not only does it create a bond with you and your dog, it helps give your dog a structured environment. I'm not saying that loving your dog is not good, because it's the best. I love loving on my dog, but giving them some discipline sometimes, not chewing your shoes or your couch or getting in the garbage, disciplining from that, playing with them, take them outside, throw the ball with them, play frisbee. That's always so much fun. I love doing that with my dog. A balanced dog is a happy dog, in my opinion. My dog, he's laying next to me. He's been sleeping for the past 10 minutes. He's exhausted. He went to daycare all day with me today. He loves his life, and I couldn't imagine my life without him. But exercise is so important. It creates your dog so you don't have them destroying anything or having problems with your dog emotionally. A mentally satisfied dog will have less destruction problems and behavioral problems as well. Let's see, what else do I have here? I'm kind of going through your notes here too, Courtney.
Oh,
Grooming.
yeah, sure. Let me know if you want me to flip the slide too.
You're good. I got it up on my phone too.
Okay.
Grooming. I trim my dog's nails probably once a week. He doesn't like the nail clippers, so I have to use a Dremel, it's kind of like an electric tool. He prefers that. I don't know why. It makes all this crazy noise, but he would prefer that. He gets a bath probably every 2 to 3 weeks because he smells with the horses and the chickens and stuff like that. He smells like nasty. I do brush his teeth every couple months, just to keep up on the plaque and tartar that gets all gunked up in there. Another thing that keeps their teeth clean is a fresh bone. If you go to your local market, they have like marrow bones or knuckle bones, and just the crunching on something cleans their teeth out, which are really good. He's a shorter haired dog, as you can see in his pictures. But a longer haired dog, like I know the new popular thing is doodles. Everyone loves doodles. And they try to say that they're hypoallergenic, which I'm sure they are, but they have a lot of grooming requirements. Brush them every day. You know, even if it's just their main spots under their armpits or their neck where their collar sits behind their ears, brush that every day, once a week through their whole body. Your groomer will thank you, and so will your dog. Does anyone have any questions so far? Nope. Okay. Food, feeding your dog. A lot of people like to overfeed their dog, or they just leave a big bowl of food for them to eat all day long. Me personally, I don't. I like my dog to see that I'm the one feeding him, so it creates a different bond between us. So he knows that, oh, the food lady's here, kind of like the horses do. They see you pull in and they're all excited to see you, so that's always nice. Dog sports. You touched on that too, which I was super happy about. Go to your local trainer and do some dog sports. Agility is so much fun, and your dog's gonna love it. It's like going on the playground. It's amazing. It's a blast. Yep, there's agility. Those are weave pulls. I can't even begin to explain how much fun agility is. You had rally on there, right? Let's see, what was the next one?
Yep, let me play the agility video, and then I think rally is the next slide.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Is Fortune, a Papillon, handled by Andrea Samuels from West Green, New York.
And Andrea is where the best qualifiers run later. She ran early, so now Fortune has set the bar to everyone else going to try to meet.
Look at the patience here. When do I go? Hit, I get to go. And off to the races we are. Look at that jump.
So
and not only do we have a great run,
setting the bars a bit higher, although this is the 8-inch.
We get to untie our shoes at the same time. Nothing like bringing a toy into the ring that you have to have on anyway.
The jumps will all be.
Get off course, and it is Fortune whose second run of the night.
All right, so that was just a quick sample of some things you would see in agility.
Stands up.
There's jumps and there's teeter-totters and there's tunnels and stuff like that. It's so much fun. There's a big A-frame that they got to climb over. It's amazing to watch them go through all that. So rally is a basic obedience. They have all these different signs and maneuvers that you got to do. And the best part is you can talk to your dog a lot during it. So, you know, you can tell them, good job, good boy, stuff like that. Just to keep their motivation higher. Is this a video too?
Yep.
Yep, go ahead and play it.
Thank you, Leo. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the... There we are. So let's have our dog in the sit. Lovely. And forward. And sit. And turn, go forward, turn, there we are. We have practiced this, folks, you know. And down, return. It's nerve jangling being in the main arena, you know, folks. Well done, what about that? That was a turn and down exercise. Now, the handlers are going to get to their positions now, and it gives me time to do some introductions. So, over at the top.
So that was just a short snippet, but there's a bunch of different maneuvers that you end up having to do with your dog.
Yep.
There, we've got our.
With COVID and stuff going on right now, the AKC is actually offering an online virtual reality course, which we have our first leg in that, which is super cool. We got 2 more to do, and we have our first title for Rally, which is exciting. And then onward from there. So Schutzen, my boss actually got me into. She does it. She has pit bulls and Belgian Malinois that she has, and she's been training them for, it seems like 100 years to do all this crazy stuff. They have to do a tracking portion, which is them following your scent in the ground, and when there's an article, either wood or carpet, one's plastic, whenever they find an article, they have to lie down and indicate that it's there. Along with that, there's an obedience portion, which is a lot of healing, and there's also protection, which is them biting on a sleeve, or the helper itself. So go ahead and play that video.
Good.
That's amazing. So as you can see, Schutzen was created for the German Shepherd dog to show all their strengths. And the beginner level, which we are actually going to competing in, there's a temperament test for them as well. So the judge can see that, you know, this dog is stable, he's friendly, he's not an aggressive dog. So that's also in there as well for the German Shepherd breed. But me not having a German Shepherd, I decided I'm going to do it with my hunting dog, just to see where he's at with it. So that's going to be exciting. Does anyone have any questions yet?
I couldn't see the video. It was too glitchy.
Yeah, mine was a little glitchy too, but that's
Oh,
okay.
no.
You can always go on Google or YouTube and search something too.
There is a question in the chat box. Julie wanted to know if there's a certain breed that trains the best. I think that came up during agility.
Oh, okay. So I think every breed is great in their own way. I'm partial to the herding breeds. I love my German Shepherd. I loved the Belgian Malinois. I love Dutch Shepherds, Australian Shepherds. However, I do have a hunting dog, and I think he's great too. I love toy breeds. I think they're adorable, and they're just as energetic and willing as any other breed. The giant breeds as well, they're all just so great, and they're all so smart. Do you do the same thing when you train a police dog? Schutzen is very similar to a police dog's work. Very similar, actually, with all the biting. A police dog is more intense, though, especially when they have to search out a bad guy. You know, they got to go into a building or in a car or underneath a car or something. They got to go find them. So, yeah, very similar.
We have another question that says, is there a style of training you would recommend?
I would say agility is for everybody. Just get out and have fun with your dog. I don't think I've ever seen a dog that doesn't like agility. Even my friend's dog, his name's Striker. He is the craziest, coolest dog in the world, but he's a little nervous, and agility brought him out of his skin like you wouldn't believe. He loved it. He loved jumping around and having fun with his owner.
Do you want to touch on a little bit as far as styles of training goes, the difference between like balance training and positive only?
So I'm more towards the balance training. I don't think it's wrong to tell my dog no if he's wrong. The positive reinforcement training, they are purely positive. They don't like to tell their dog no. They like to let their dog find the answer. However, in my experience, I think that if your dog is wrong, they're going to try harder to find the right answer, like you in school. I view it as the same way as you go into school and, you know, you don't get 100 on your test, you only get a 90. Now you're going to study harder and get the right answer. That's how I would look at that.
There is another question. Oh, sorry, Courtney.
Go ahead, Jolene.
Jackson Shaw asked if cow bone works to clean the dog's teeth.
Yep, as long as they're raw. Raw bones are healthier for dogs versus a raw hide or one you would buy in a store. They tend to splinter and they can actually cause digestive upset in your dog. Let's see, how many hours a day do I train my dog? Oh my goodness. I wouldn't say by day, I would go by the week, and I would say I probably put about 10 hours a week into my dog training. Between classes, right now we're doing classes 4 days a week. Between rally, our regular obedience, agility on Thursdays, Sundays we do our own thing, and any other day during the week at home, I find time, I do stuff with them.
Awesome. Okay, I think I have one more slide for you.
Obesity in dogs. Okay, so this subject to me is like my main highlight. I could talk about this all day long, but I won't do that to you guys. So a lot of people like to overfeed their dogs, and I look at it as like an overweight human. Their knees aren't as healthy, their elbows and their hips aren't going to be as healthy. They're not going to live as long as they should. A healthy dog is going to live longer. They're not going to have as many health problems. Their ears won't get infected as much. Their teeth will look better. Their coat's going to be shinier. They just, overall, they look aesthetically so much better. It does say here, ideal body weight. The ribs can be felt through their coat, which is very important. You shouldn't see their ribs, but if you run your hand down their side, you should be able to feel them. And you can notice by their hips, there's a tuck. You'll see a little tuck between their hips and their belly and their rib cage. That should be there as well. If they're straight flat down, they do have a couple extra pounds on them, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Taking them for a couple more walks a week will definitely get them slimmed down a little bit more.
Perfect. And then last slide, are there any other questions? Did we miss any questions in the chat? Anything totally random, not even about dog training that you want to ask, just about dogs in general? Anything? And you can
Someone
also.
in there said I hate COVID. Me too.
How old is your dog, Catherine?
He's 3. He'll be 3 in December, actually. He's almost 3.
3. You can also unmute yourself and ask a question too, if that's easier. Oh, okay. Jocelyn and Grayson want to know if you have any other pets.
I do. I do. I have 2 horses of my own. I have probably about 20 chickens, 8 ducks. I got a lot of critters here.
How
what
big
age?
can dogs get?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
How big can dogs get?
I would say it depends on the breed. Archer is about 70 pounds. But it all depends on the breed. My friend has Great Danes that are upwards of 130, 140 pounds. So it all depends on their breed.
Okay. Next question is, what age should you start training a puppy?
I like to start right away as soon as I get them. Usually you get your puppy around 8 weeks old. I would start right then and there. Find your local trainers, do a puppy class, start them in daycare to get them socialized if you can, if you don't have any other dogs, or even if you do, sometimes it's even better to get them out in front of other dogs as well.
Why does my dog pull himself by his claws when he lays down?
I don't know. Is he trimming his claws maybe? I don't know.
That's possible.
Someone said, where is the best place to buy a dog? I do love people who adopt dogs. I don't think there's anything wrong with adopting or finding a reputable breeder. It's all your preference. Have I ever had a pug? No, I have not. However, we have one in daycare. His name is Jimmy, and he's the funniest little dude. He runs around with all the bigger dogs. He's crazy.
Let's see. Can they run at average speed if they are not fed enough? So basically, are underweight dogs as healthy as?
Yeah, if your dog's a little overweight, he's not going to run fast. He can still run fast, but maybe not as fast as he could go. Definitely. He'll still chase a ball for you, I'm sure.
And then Linnea asked, we started training and then stopped given COVID. Is there a training book you would suggest?
I have a lot of training books. I like to read all of them. I would call your trainer. A lot of places are opening now. They're doing classes or private lessons too. So you could definitely do that. How fast do dogs run? Oh, I don't know. Mine's pretty fast.
How much would you feed them per day?
So Archer eats between 4 and 5 cups of food a day, which is a lot for most dogs. But he's active almost every day, pretty much every day of the week, doing daycare or something, and he burns his calories a lot. But it all depends on your dog. My other dog only eats about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of food a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can contrast that by saying, so Cody isn't in work, he just gets walks, he gets like 3 walks a day. And he only, especially in the winter when we're inside more, he only gets 2 cups a day. And he's 65 pounds, if that gives you an idea. All right, any final questions before we move on to Jeopardy? Don't see any in the chat. Oh. What kind of things should you consider if you want to dog sit for someone?
I would consider, so if the dog is crate trained, that is one thing that is a big thing for me. So if I have to leave my house for any reason and I have to leave the dog home alone, if they can be left in a crate by themselves for a couple hours, my dog is crate trained as well, so he can stay home by himself and I don't have to worry about him getting into the garbage or anything, and eating something that he shouldn't that might cost me a lot of money in surgery for him. So there's that. If they're friendly, if they love you, how they're gonna do without their mom or their dad, that's a big thing too. I know my dog wouldn't be very happy if I left him for a long time.
And then what breed of dog do you have?
He's a German short-haired pointer.
All right. I don't see any other questions. So is there anything else you wanted to say, Catherine?
There was one other question. I think it was along, how much you feed them per day. They want to know, what about a pup? I would assume a pup. How often do you feed a puppy?
So like Courtney had said in her, one of her slides, so a puppy you would feed, a younger puppy up to 4 times a day. Not a lot. Their belly's very small. So I would only feed them a 1/4 cup each time, maybe a 1/2 cup, depending on how big they are at that time. When Archer was a little puppy, I think he only ate a 1/4 cup at a time. His belly's so small. Same thing with drinking water. He didn't drink water after a certain time at night, so I knew he could make it throughout the night. And I wouldn't have to wake up taking him outside 10 times in the middle of the night. So that's definitely something to consider as well.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Catherine. I'm sure everyone appreciated your feedback. You're welcome to stay on for Dog Jeopardy if you'd like. If you have to go, that's fine too. But thank you everyone for all of your really good questions, and thank you for being good listeners. So, who's ready to play some Jeopardy? Okay. So, I have Jolene, who is going to keep track of the score. You're not going to play on teams. You're all just going to play individually. So I will start by picking the first question, and then whoever answers that question correct gets to pick the next one. So I don't want you to unmute and yell out if you know the answer. Just use the raise your hand function. Does everyone know how to do that on Zoom?
Courtney, I just have a question.
Sure.
So like the people that obviously they're watching with siblings, they could be a team, right? I think.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's more than one person or there's a family together, that's totally fine.
Just making sure I'm keeping score correctly.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. So I'm going to take it that everyone knows how to use the raise your hand function, or you can, again, physically raise your hand. If you have your video turned on, that's fine too. And I'm going to have Jolene also watch for that. So it's not a perfect system. If you think you hit raise your hand before someone else, it's okay. You'll get another turn. So we're going to start with true or false for 100. So true or false, dogs are thought to be the first domesticated animal. Jolene,
Jocelyn and Grayson, I think
okay.
was the first.
Perfect. Jocelyn and Graceland, go ahead and unmute.
True.
True? Let's see. True. So 100 points for you two. Good job. And what question should we do next?
Let's go. Top dog breeds for 400, please.
Make sure to reset your hands, guys, because then it'll turn off when you try to hit it again, since it's still showing that you guys have your hands raised.
Did you say top dog breeds for 100?
You have someone that wants to know how to raise her hand.
Oh.
Julie wants to know how to raise her hand.
Okay, let me see if I can't do it because I'm on screen share, but at the bottom of your screen, there's a bar there, and there should be a button that says raise hand. Yep, or click participants if it doesn't show up at the bottom of your screen. Then you can do it. Julie, let us know if you find it.
He said I told you not to draw on that.
You'll use the video. That's fine. You can use your video too to just raise your hand. Okay. So let's see. Jocelyn and Grayson, you said top dog breeds for 100?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I am highly intelligent. I'm recognized by my long golden fur. I am the third most popular dog breed in America. What breed am I?
I believe I saw Jackson raise hand first through video.
Okay. Jackson, go ahead.
I would say golden retriever.
Golden retriever. Good job. Yes, you get 100 points. And what question would you like to do next?
True or false?
True or false for 200?
Yes.
Okay. All right. True or false for 200? Wolves and dogs can breed and create a wolf dog. True or false?
Ah! I saw either Julie or Brady first. I'm not sure who it was.
Oh my gosh, you guys are fast. Julie, go ahead.
Julie Reed.
Me?
Yes. Oh, wait, there's
True?
True. Yes. Good job. Which question would you like to do next?
Don't forget to take your hands down.
Yep, don't forget to take your hands down so you can raise them again.
Fun facts.
Fun facts for 100? All right.
Yeah.
Jolene, tell me if I'm going too fast for you to keep track too.
It's just hard to watch the hands raise and the videos because I can't make the videos bigger, so I'm scrolling them on the top.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Fun facts for 100. Dogs, oh, that wasn't worded correctly. Okay. Dogs have this nickname because humans love them. What is the nickname?
Cassie Brackett raised their hand.
Man's best friend.
Man's best friend. Awesome job.
That's my brother.
I am smart.
What question should we do next?
True or false 600?
Whoa, okay, we're going for a big one. True or false 600? Dalmatians are born with their spots. True or false?
Brady?
I'm gonna say false.
Okay, Brady says false. Correct. The answer is false. They are not born with their spots. All right, so that was 600 points for Brady. Brady, which one should we do next? Brady, are you there?
Yeah. Fun facts for 500.
Fun facts for 500. 5 jobs dogs are known to do. So if you know one, you can raise your hand. You can get up to 5 answers correct, but just name one.
I saw Jocelyn and Grayson first hit the raise hand button.
Okay, so we'll have you guys raise your hand in again for a second answer. So Jocelyn and Gracelyn, go ahead and name one.
Police dog.
Police dog. Yes, that's definitely one. Okay, so everyone put their hands back down, and I'll tell you when to raise them again. Okay, go ahead and raise your hand if you have a second answer.
The Bachmans?
Seeing eye dog.
Seeing eye dog. Yes, definitely. All right, 100 points for you. Everyone take their hand back down.
Oh, wait. I got to mark that down. So it was 100 for canteens and 100 for Bachmans so far, right?
Yes. Okay, everyone make sure your hands are down. Okay, what is a third job?
Odin.
Search and rescue dogs.
Search and rescue. Yes, good job. Okay, everyone put their hands down. Okay, go ahead and give me a fourth. You guys are speedy.
Guide. Because I know, like.
Oh, Linnea, did you say guide dog?
Guard.
Guard dog. Okay, yes, that's definitely one. So 100 points for Linnea. Okay, and then can someone give me one more?
Julie, read.
Me?
The younger one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Service dog.
Service dog. Yes. So 100 points for Julie. So we've got police, seeing eye, therapy, hunting, search and rescue, and bomb sniffing, which kind of goes under police dog. Okay. Let's see. Julie, Reed, you can pick our next one.
Top dog breeds, 200.
Okay. Top dog breeds for 200.
Wait,
I
put
have
your
lots
guys'
of
hands back
energy.
down. There we go.
Oh, we good? I have lots of energy. I pull sleds in the snow and was a search and rescue dog in World War II. I look like a wolf, but I am not scary. I would not make a good guard dog since I love to play with everyone. What breed am I?
Jacob and Ansley.
A husky.
Siberian Husky. Yes, good job. Okay, where are we going next?
Physical characters, 100.
Physical characteristics for 100. This dog can grow up to 30 inches tall and 200 pounds, but is called a gentle giant.
Julie. Yes, that one. So is that by?
Yeah.
I can't remember your name.
Okay. I don't want to get this wrong, but isn't it a Great Dane or something?
It is a Great Dane.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, Julie, where are we going next?
Let me see. True or false, 500.
True or false, 500. True or false, dogs can smell diseases in humans.
I believe it was Odin again.
Okay.
True.
True. Awesome job. Okay,
Don't
Odin, where are you
forget
going
to put
next?
your hands down, guys.
Okay, Odin, pick the next one.
Top dog breeds.
Top dog breeds for 300. Here we go. We are the most popular dog in the US. We can be one of 3 main colors: yellow, black, chocolate, or brown.
Bachman's.
A lab.
Chocolate lab?
No,
A Labrador Retriever. Yes, good job. All right, which one are we doing next?
What do you want to do next?
I'm gonna go a big one. Let's see.
So
You should.
all right, let's try.
Let's see.
Top dog breed 600.
Top dog breed 600.
Top dog breed 600.
Put the hands down, guys.
I was rescued from a World War I battlefield and became a movie star. My breed is known for being loyal and friendly. I was bred to herd livestock, but now I am known as a police dog thanks to my nose and strong sense of smell. I need a lot of exercise. What breed am I?
Julie, the older girl.
A German Shepherd.
German Shepherd. Awesome.
Yay.
Okay, Julie, which one next?
Physical characteristics, 600.
Okay, everyone make sure your hands are down. I can go in and lower them too. Okay. All right, physical characteristics for 600. Puppies are born without these 3 senses / physical traits. So again, 200 points per answer, and there's 3 answers. So who wants to guess the first one?
Jocelyn and Grayson were first.
Okay.
Sight.
They are born without sight. Correct. They're born blind. So 200 points for you guys. Okay, everyone put your hands down. Okay, who wants to give me a second one?
Cassie Brackett.
They're born deaf, so they can't hear.
Yes, they are born deaf. They cannot hear when they are born. It's the second one. Okay, hands down. And what's the third?
iPad 2. Not sure who that is. There we go.
Smell.
Nope, they can smell when they're born. This one isn't so much a sense, but it's a physical characteristic that they are born without. Human babies are also born without these.
Odin?
They can't walk.
That's kind of true, but that's not the one we're looking for.
Can we put our hands back down and do it again? Because I don't know who was after that.
Make sure your hands are down. I can lower those that aren't. Oh, I think we got everyone now. Okay. Can someone give me the third one?
Nora?
Born without hair.
Nope, they're not born without hair. They're born with their fur. I'll give you a hint. It's in their mouth.
iPad 2 again?
Taste.
Nope, they're born with taste. Remember, it's not a sense, it's a physical characteristic.
Jackson?
In the past hour or so, 48 miles per hour at the Trent Lott Airport just to the north of us. I want to talk to you
Can you hear me?
Jackson.
Jackson?
Behind me, this tree kind of blowing around. One of the risks is going to be those power outages that we have.
Jackson, do you have the answer?
Teeth.
Teeth. Yes, they are born without teeth. Okay, Jackson. Oh. Where to next?
Top dog breeds 400.
Top dog breeds 400. Does everyone have their hands down? Looks like it. Okay. I am usually large, black, and very furry. I am often used as a lifeguard and even try to rescue my owners sometimes when they are swimming. I am nicknamed the nanny breed and I share a name with a Canadian province. What breed am I?
Bachman's?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Very good job.
We just got that for 600. We have.
Okay, Bachman's, where are we going next?
Let's see. Let's do true for true.
True or false?
True or false 400.
True or false 400?
You gotta get this one.
Larger dogs tend to live longer than smaller dogs. True or false?
Jocelyn and Grayson?
False.
False. Good job. Okay, which one next?
Fun facts for 300.
Fun facts for 200? Name one human food that we love but that dogs cannot eat or they will get really sick. Jolene, are you still there? Uh-oh, I think we lost Jolene. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna pick on someone who hasn't gone yet, maybe.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, everyone put their hands down. Okay, 3, 2, 1, buzz in. Jolene, did you get that one? All right, she disappeared.
Sorry, I was muted.
No.
Nora B.
Nora,
like saying your name and I was like, oh crap.
Chocolate.
Let's see. Chocolate, yes, and a bunch of other things. You should always research what you give your dog. Okay, Nora, which one should we do next?
Fun facts 300.
Fun facts 300. Dogs cool themselves down this way.
iPad 2.
What way do they mean?
Like how do dogs cool themselves down? What do they do? What action do they do?
What? Swim. Swim.
Swim? Maybe, but that's not the typical way. This they can do without any water around. They might even do it when they're not cool. They can do it when they're stressed or any other factors.
Are we redoing hands up?
No, you can just pick someone.
Okay. Jacob and Ansley.
Dirt. Dust.
What, dirt or dust? No, that's not what we're looking for.
Bachman's?
No, someone. Go ahead, Jolene.
Oh, Bachman's?
Hold on.
Pants. They pants.
Pants. Yes, they pant.
How much is that for?
Matches next thing we do because Harper keeps getting into this.
Okay, Bachman's, which one next?
How many points was that, Courtney?
That was fun facts for 300, I think.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
True or false 500.
Oh, true or false 500 is gone. Do you mean 300?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
True or false for 300? True or false? Wolves and dogs both get along with humans.
I believe that I saw Julie Reed first.
Okay.
Yes. Younger one.
False.
False. I would not recommend trying to pet a wolf. Okay. Julie Reed, where are we going next?
My mother is saying she wants to go to Fun Facts 600.
Fun facts for 600. All right. Which breed of dog could beat a cheetah in a long distance race?
Jocelyn and Grayson.
A whippet.
Oh, you are so close. Not a whippet. Think, what's the bigger version of a whippet?
Odin.
Greyhound.
Greyhound. Good job. You guys are so smart. Okay, Odin, which one next?
What does that dog breeds? Dog breeds 500.
Dog breeds for 500. I rank as one of the most ancient breeds. We accompanied the Romans through Germany, driving their cattle and guarding outposts. Many were left behind, and in the town of Rottweil in southern Germany, they became the breed we know today. I am considered to be in the Mastiff family. What breed am I?
Julie Reed. Yep, younger.
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler. Good job.
How much was that for?
That was for 500.
Okay.
Okay, which one
Physical
next?
characteristics, 500.
Physical characteristics for 500. Dogs often curl up in a ball when sleeping. Why do they do this?
iPad 2.
To stay warm.
To stay warm. That's one of them, but that's not the main one.
Actually.
I think it's to protect themselves.
Okay.
But don't.
Cassie Brackett? Your hands up.
When they're afraid.
Probably not when they're afraid, but could be. That's still not quite the answer. Getting closer though.
Ashley, is that a hand up or no?
No.
She made a guess, but she's hesitant to say it. Go ahead.
Maybe to protect themselves.
Yes, to protect themselves. Very good. When they curl up in a ball, think of what they look like. They're kind of protecting all of their vital organs. Okay, Ashley, which one should we do next?
Was that 500?
That was, yes, that was 500.
Okay.
So they have physical characteristics left or fun facts?
Fun facts.
For 400.
Fun facts for 400.
Canteens and Brackett, put your hands down.
Oh.
Good.
Okay, the largest dog breed and the smallest dog breed. Name them. 200 points for each.
Nora V.
Nora, go ahead.
I don't know the smallest. I'm not sure. Maybe Chihuahua. Great Dane or Irish Wolfhound, maybe.
Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas for the smallest. That is correct. Okay, who knows the largest?
Or Great Dane. I'm not sure.
Let's do Jacob and Ansley.
Dane.
It's not a Great Dane, actually. This one is kind of a trick question because it's not a breed we've mentioned.
LT Kobelia? Is that how you say it? I don't think she notices that I said her name. Kobelia. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not.
I'm gonna let you go, Lily. Oh, bye. Bye.
It's that when you're carrying.
I don't think they heard you, Jolene, so we can pick someone else.
Okay. Let's do the Bachman crew. They're eagerly got their hands up.
The Irish Wolfhound.
Irish Wolfhound. Did you guys know that, or did you look that up?
We didn't look it up.
Wow, you guys are awesome. I didn't even know that when I made this, so good job. Okay, Bachmans. There's 3 left. Which one are we doing?
Physical characteristics 400.
400?
400.
Physical characteristics for 400. Okay, does everyone have their hands down? Yes. Where do dogs sweat from?
Ashley?
Is it their ears?
It's not their ears. Good guess, though.
Jackson?
Their paws.
Their paws. Good job. All right, Jackson, which one? 2 left.
Full characteristics 200.
Physical characteristics for 200. Fill in the blank. A dog's blank print is unique, just like a human's fingerprint.
Nora V.
What was it, Nora?
Nose print.
Nose print. Yes, a dog's nose print is unique.
How much was that for, Courtney?
That was for 200.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, last one. Make sure your hands are down. Yep, good. Okay, here we go. Dogs can only see these 3 colors. 100 points per answer.
I'm actually not sure.
iPad 2?
Red, green, and black, but I'm not sure.
Red.
Oh, I know.
Not red.
Linnea?
Black.
Not black. Good guess, though.
I don't know that. I don't know.
It's just colors.
Ashley?
What is it? Orange and yellow.
Orange.
It may just be like
Cassie? Bracket?
Blue, yellow, and green.
You got blue and yellow, so Cassie gets 200, but there's one that she did not mention. It's not green.
how many colors?
Let's do older Julie.
Is it purple?
It's not purple. It's not a very pretty color, in my opinion. Think of it that way.
Gray.
Not gray. We're so close.
Brown.
Who said brown?
Bachman's?
We're not doing
Brown. Brown. For sure.
Brown. They see yellows, blues, and browns. Awesome job, everyone. Okay, Jolene, is there a clear winner?
I believe that it may be the Bachmans. They have the most numbers next to their name right now.
Okay, I'll give you a couple seconds to add everything up. Does anyone have any questions while we're waiting? Any final questions? Any final thoughts?
What's the best hypoallergenic dog?
So, fun fact about hypoallergenic dogs that I learned from listening to a podcast. Doodles can be one of them. However, whether they're hypoallergenic or not varies by each individual dog. So, there's actually more testing involved than you would think. And a lot of dogs are marketed as hypoallergenic, but might not actually be truly hypoallergenic, weirdly enough. So it goes by their breeding, and there's a lot more into it. If you are seriously considering getting a hypoallergenic dog, I would definitely do your research, because it's really, I mean, there's so much that goes into it that I did not even realize. Okay, Linnea says, what is the rarest dog? I feel like you know that answer. No, I honestly don't know. I do not know. Does anyone know what the rarest dog in the world is? No? Julie, do you know, or do you have a question? Yes,
Yeah.
Julie. Sorry.
Yes, you're pointing to yourself. Yep.
Maybe the most rare dog breed is the wolfhound or something, like the other person said.
It's a possibility. Oh, let's see. Other Julie said, I have no idea how to say this, but it's a Mexican hairless dog. I would say that's probably pretty rare. Did you Google it, Julie? Was that the answer that came up, or is that just your guess? You Googled it.
The rarest breed of dog I do know is a type of fox.
Oh, okay. Interesting. You guys know a lot of dog facts. Okay, Jolene, did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, who's our winner?
Bachmans are the winners, and then 200 points behind them is Odin.
Awesome job, guys. Very, very good. All right, I know we're running a little bit late, so thank you guys for staying and hanging out with us. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. And most of you are not in Madison County, but I hope to see you all again. Everyone have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.